Hello everybody, it's your girl next door AC and welcome back to my channel. Camera's moving, I'm so sorry, it's on a really wobbly table, but yeah, as you can see, a lot of things have changed in this video. My hair is still long, but I'm not wearing headphones, I'm not wearing makeup, and there's a good reason to why. That's because I was supposed to go to sleep, but then I was like, you know what, I feel like posting a video today because I feel like I'm not giving up enough effort for you guys. So yeah, I'm gonna try something new today, and yeah, we're gonna go play a different game today. So yeah, hello everybody, welcome to Doki Doki Literature Club. It is a virtual dating game that a lot of people have recommended me to play. So let's give it a shot. I've heard a lot of you guys recommended it in the comments, and I've heard a lot of how fucked up it is from my brother. So yeah, also there's discussion warning. Hey! I see an annoying girl running down from me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend, since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would want to oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get really tired of waiting. But if she's gonna chase me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of a crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. I overslept again, but I caught you this time. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. Ooh, I can't. I'm trying. That's mean, AC. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine. But you did wait for me after all. So I guess you don't have it in you to be mean even if you wanted it to. Whatever you say, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to the school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, AC, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? Also, sorry if my mouth is very near the mic at the start. I am new to this whole setup thing. A club? I told you already, I'm not interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did, in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me, when I'm perfectly content just getting by on an average while spending my free time on games and anime. Oh, this is so me. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know, and I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to real life world. Is that though when they live in their own little shut-ins? I think that's what it's called. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside her head. School day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I even know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out on some clubs. Guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello? Sayori? Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I looked around and realized I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed! You don't need to wait up for me if it's gonna make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, well, you know what? Well, that you could come to my club. Sayori.
Yeah?
There's no way I'm going to your club.
Meanie.
Sayori is vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. Ooh, this is where it gets, In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title Vice President. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club.
Oh, come on, please.
Why do you care so much anyway?
Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member.
And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Don't make promises you can't keep, man. I can't tell if Sayori is that much of an airhead or if she's so cunning to have planned all that. I let out a long sigh. Fine. I'll stop by for a couple of cupcakes, okay?
Yes, let's go.
Okay. And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I'd sell my soul for a slice of cake right now. It's like 6 a.m. and I'm hungry. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door.
Everyone, the new member is here.
I told you, don't call me the new member. I glanced around the room. Welcome to the literature club. It's a pleasure to meet you. Sayori always says nice things about you. Oh, I'm a boy. I'm so sorry.
Seriously? You brought a boy?
Way to kill the atmosphere. What voice do I give her?
Ah! AC! What a nice surprise! Welcome to the club.
I will not remember these voices. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls.
What are you looking at?
If you want to say something, say it. Sorry.
Natsuki.
The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me probably think she's a first year. She's the one who made the cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says quietly.
You can just ignore her when she gets moody.
Sayori says quietly into my ear, then turns back towards the other girls.
Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club.
Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears completely more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Well, it's nice to meet you both. And it sounds like you already know Monica.
And it sounds like you already know Monica, is that right?
That's right. It's great to see you again, AC. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talk, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, and athletic. Basically, completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monica.
Come sit down, AC. We've made room for you at the table so you can come sit to me. Sit to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes.
Hey, I made them. I'll get them.
Sorry, I got a little too excited.
Then how about we make some tea as well? I don't know how I'm gonna voice Monica. Kinda hard. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened that there's one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk to the counter of the room where Natsuki grabs a wipe tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take my seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Whoa! Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icings, and little pieces of chocolate cakes were used to make ears.
So cute!
I had no idea we're so good at baking, Natsuki. I'll figure out Monica's voice in a bit. Well, just hurry up and take one. Sayori grabs one first. Then Monica, I follow.
It's delicious.
Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my finger, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki's quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking a glance in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bit down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. But why are you thanking me? It's not like haven't I heard this somewhere before? Made them for you or anything. I thought you technically did. Sayori said. Well, maybe. Tsundere. But not for you dummy. Alright. Oh god, tsunderes. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the tablet carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down a teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teacher gives us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I mean, I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me. I at least enjoy the tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. So what made you consider literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so... Oh, that's okay, don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it is my duty to make the club as fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? Because they're gonna kill us all. You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Well, to be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. Feels like nothing but arguing around budgets and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make it something special. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica's really a great leader. Yuri nods in agreement. Then I'm sure there aren't any more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. Yeah, just like this channel, I guess. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. True, but it makes school events like festivals that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah! We'll do our best. You know it. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls all interested in the same goal. Killing me. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they were also delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So AC, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga. I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds comfort in the world of books, not people. But I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can be so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? This line kind of sus because I know a lot of fucked up shit happens in this game and it breaks the fourth wall. Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasped something I can relate to at a minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For some reason, for someone as gentle as you, I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I can't really put it down. Surreal horror is very successful at changing the way I look at the world, even if only for a brief moment. Ugh, I hate horror. Oh, why is that? Well, I just... Whoosh. Natsuki's eyes dart over me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? But I am so sorry. This is where we have to save because we just hit 15 minutes around that time and I don't want to overwhelm you guys. So in the next episode, we'll find out more about the girls, but we have met them. So story so far, because introductions is not much, it's not much click yet, but if you guys like it, I'll continue the game and get to know more about the girls and realize what's so nice about this game. Everybody's always talking about it. So yeah, saving it and ending this video here cause over the time and everything. So yeah, if you like this video, please hit that like button. It'll help me out a lot. And feel free to join my little community. Our little community, actually. It's not my community, but the community is made up of you guys, and I'm absolutely, absolutely thankful for that. And yeah, I really appreciate you guys. Because I can't kiss the camera because you guys won't hear me. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!